Welcome back to the greenest of greenhorn photo takers. Today we summit Pinwheel Vista up the Stairway to Heaven in Vernon. I say greenest of green because, as you can tell, I'm hand holding a camera right now because I forgot my tripod mount. So all the footage you see is handheld. I usually like the stability of a tripod. I also forgot my wireless mic. Still, I think this is a wonderful location and hopefully this video does it justice. So bear with me if things are a little bit different than you're accustomed to. Enjoy. Welcome back to a true greenhorn photo taker standing atop Pinwheel Vista with no tripod mount and no microphone. But on a more positive note, it is absolutely gorgeous up here. It is the perfect day for a hike. Low 70s, low humidity, bright sunshine. It really feels like fall is approaching fast. The trek up Stairway to Heaven was difficult at times, but not as bad as I had feared or remembered. It is relatively short, and having done Tammany a couple of days ago, I can clearly say that Tammany was more difficult than Stairway to Heaven. Regardless, it was a challenging little trek that definitely had some leg burn. What I noticed right off the bat, that this view is a little more obstructed and a little less expansive than I had remembered. So I would say we're looking at maybe 140 degrees of, angle of view. And there are, let's call it one large obstruction and one small obstruction in terms of trees. Other than that, it's fairly wide open. The ridges go on as almost as far as you can see. High Point Monument is off in the distance. The ridge line of the Great Catskills is off in the distance. And, in fall foliage, this would be one of the best viewpoints you could possibly hope for in New Jersey. It is somewhat muted by the fact that there is much more man-made structures and man-made noise than I have remembered as well. Route 94 is right below us, and there is a constant low roar, or at least a low sound of the cars and trucks going by. Every once in a while, you will hear a fairly loud truck come using air brakes along the road. But across the entire countryside, while it's not packed with people, there isn't even a single viewpoint where you can't see some type of human-made structure. But I've come to accept that with New Jersey, right? We are not comparing ourselves to, Western Maine or even the Shenandoah Valley. It is the most populated state in the Union, and we have to deal with road noise and structures in our views. The landing area is narrow, but quite long. Probably 50 yards long, maybe a little bit less, by 5 to 6 yards wide. And the view differs slightly as you move up and down the ridge. The best view is all the way to the left when you're looking out, and slightly worse views are to the right. Basically, you see the same thing with minor differences. Another note, if you do choose to come up the Stairway to Heaven and see Pinwheel Vista, I highly recommend extending the hike and parking on Route 565 to take in the Appalachian Trail Boardwalk. That is a really, I use the word spectacular too often, but it is a truly one-of-a-kind walk when you get the right conditions of fog or wildflowers. Definitely worth it. And it probably makes this 2.6 mile hike into a 7-mile hike, but all of the extension is virtually flat. So would not do too much on the legs to extend. A few years ago, I created a what makes this hike great for the entire length of that hike. Check it out above if you want more information. This area can get extremely crowded on weekends. The parking is interesting. I never really saw a great review that explained the parking, so let me try it myself and hopefully I get it right. There is a very small 8 to 10 car lot that is absolutely free that you could use at any time. Adjacent to that and behind a wooden fence is the Heaven Hill pay-for parking lot that costs $7.50 a day, and you cannot overnight park. So try the small lot first. Like I said, it's usually filled up on weekends very quickly, and then only pay for parking if you have to. So what do you think of Pinwheel Vista? I think it probably has my favorite view in New Jersey if you're standing in one single spot. If you take into consideration the entire length of the landing area and viewpoint, it probably falls, it may fall outside the top 3. It's gonna be close. Thanks for watching. Get out and explore.